In this video, I'm going to show you how to edit vital style videos for UGC and brands in CapCut. And by the end, you'll have a workflow you can reuse for every single video. But before we jump into CapCut, you need one thing. Download CapCut. The link is in the description. Alright, welcome. So let's get straight into it. We're going to create the project here. And yes, it won't look like that. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, it will look like this when you first open this. Okay, so let's start with the layout first. So this is how the layout looks. We're going to rename it to, let's say, first project. Okay, it's called first project, and I'm going to import the video that we're going to use. Okay, it's all down below in the description, so you can find it there. Alright, I have imported the video and let's start editing it. So we're going to click on add to track, and as you can see, this is our timeline. So this is another grid, you know, another layout. This is your timeline. This is where you import stuff. This is where you see your actual video, and this is just the settings for the video, for the audio and stuff like that. Just quickly, I'm going to change this layout. We're going to change this to vertical. As you can see, it's much bigger. It's just better overall. And let's move on to these things. So we're going to use today this split. You know, you normally have it on Ctrl+B. I don't know, on Mac. I don't use that. And yeah, I got it on Shift+Q. But you can change these shortcuts here. You can see if you go to basic, so you click on this and you go to basic, there you have the, you know, copy, cut, paste, where is it, delete. Yes, I have this delete button, and also there's a full screen, but I'm going to find the split. Yeah, here it is. Okay, or you can just tap here. Okay, then we'll learn some keyboard shortcuts. Okay, so Ctrl+Z, it goes back one step. Okay, if you click Ctrl+Shift+Z, it goes like forward. All right, so you should all know that. Yeah, let's just start, and you'll follow me along. So we have this clip. Let's listen to it.
Even with YouTube, it's not like you put out loads of content, but it seems to be very much high quality.
Quality over quantity wins every single time, because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy.
Okay, so first I want to delete this first part where he doesn't say anything really.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, so here I want to do this. Now I'm zooming with holding Control, and I'm also using my mouse wheel. So as you can see, I'm going, you know, I'm zooming out, or you can zoom here and zoom out, but I use Ctrl+Z. So let's start with the cutting. Well, we're going to do our first cut here.
Quality.
And I'm going to use arrows for a better, you know, for better cutting, okay? More precise.
Quality.
So let's start here, maybe. I am also looking at the waveforms. This is your audio, and this is like the key. You'll learn that in this tutorial. It's the key indicator of how you can edit. Okay, so Shift+Q or Ctrl+B, and let's see what we got.
Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity.
I think that's enough, you know, because there is like
quality over quantity.
Maybe
quality over quantity wins every single.
Let's leave it like here. Okay, I'm still looking at the waveforms, and I'm going to delete this. So it's default, it's backspace, or like, you know, delete, but I have this on X, so, and you know, it's gone. Okay, yeah, let's learn about these things before we start doing any more stuff. This is like turn off main track magnet, which basically you can move it here, okay? You can move, this is your main track. You're going to see that this is like the second track, right? And this is the first main track. So if we turn this back on, as you can see, it snaps, okay? Sometimes it can happen that this can turn off, so yes, don't forget to turn it back on if you need it. And this is auto snapping, which means just like, you know, it doesn't snap to this, you know, preview kind of thing. But now it snaps. It should snap, you know. If we click on this, yeah, as you can see, it goes right into that, okay? So this is a very useful setting. Also use this one. Will save you a lot of time. And linkage, you know, don't really turn that off, okay? Leave all these things turned on. And you will have like the best experience, I think. Okay, so let's move to the last thing that I want to show you from the basics, and it will be this player. So you have full screen. I think we can Ctrl+F. If not, well, we don't use it. You can click here, you know, it's a full screen. Then you have ratio, which is, you know, normally for shorts it's 9:16, so it should be this one. Okay. And also this is a very useful feature. This is preview for your video, okay? So if you were making Instagram Reels, for example, you would use this setting, and this will help you to visualize where, you know, the icons are. So you wouldn't put your text here down below or here because there are likes. Also, next to it is playback quality, okay? If your PC is like garbage, potato PC, you need to use lower quality, which is, you know, you will see like the video is in lower quality when we play it. Yeah, like Minecraft. But
to incorporate this into my life, and
I don't really use it, so let's just click on full quality.
I don't.
So you can see it looks like that. Okay, we're going to move on to like basic editing. Okay, so welcome to module 2. Hope you are liking the video so far. If yes, if you already learned anything, please comment down below and share this, you know, like this, so I can do more free value like this. It's not really easy to do it, and I have a lot of work, and I'm doing this in my free time. Right, so let's move on to actual editing. First, I start with like the color correction, which some people do last, but I do it the first. So how to really do it? You just click on this or this and go to the adjust panel, okay? Now I scroll down. There are so many settings, but I only use this, okay? If you click on clarity, and as you can see, it looks already better. And I usually go to around 80, okay? Yeah, and one more thing before we do that, I'm sorry. We're going to create an adjustment, which will save you time. This basically means like, if you ever want to do a color correction, or you have one client where you have the same kind of color correction, you can just do it once and then you can just drag it, okay? So let's drag it here and go here, okay? Now we're going to adjust this thing. Okay, so the same thing, let's just do the clarity to 80. And then another thing that I do, this already looks good, I go into curves. Now this may look like, you know, rocket science to you, but it's actually pretty easy. Right, so I usually add a beat here, so once you see this cross, you can just click, left click, and then left click here, and left click here. Okay, now these are your blacks. Yes, these are your blacks. As you can see, I'm making it more black. This is how it looked. I'm going to make it like this. Okay, these are whites, which basically doesn't do much apart from his, you know, skin and stuff. But I usually just use this, which is the overall quality, okay? So, yeah, let's make it look good, okay? Let's actually make it look good. People like, you know, slightly tanned people, you know, like something like this, all right? So, this is how it looks now.
Want quality over quantity.
Yeah, you can see here, this is the footage that we don't have the adjustment on, and this is the footage that we have, right? Like, that's a night and day difference by only using a few clicks, all right? And then once you have this, we're just going to use it on the other clip, which is here. You know, you can do this. And we have it on the other clip, and we can save the preset. So, okay, I'll be right back, guys. Oh yes, vamos, guys. All right, I finally done it. Okay, I've saved my preset. All right, so let's actually do the cutting. I'm going to teach you some basic fast cutting. All right. So let's see how it looks, okay? We're going to cut out, I'm going to edit and you're going to see, okay?
Quality over quantity wins every single time because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life, and I don't want this.
Okay, this is, no, I'm leaving the pauses because I'm thinking in my head how the video will look, okay? And I think these pauses can be, you know, used in B-rolls, okay? You'll learn what's a B-roll later in the video, but let's just trust me on this one, okay? And yeah, we can log this, just like our adjustment. We don't need this. And then so Control plus B from both sides and then X, okay, or delete.
Want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time, and I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm.
Let's do the
with that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
With that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content. Not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new content to acquire.
Let's do the to acquire
new subscribers. To acquire subscribers and new followers. I'm creating.
That looks shit.
To acquire new subscribers. To acquire new subscribers and new content to acquire new subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content for the people that already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entire different approach.
Yeah.
So I've kind of taken.
Let's maybe cut this thing out.
Content for the people that already subscribed. So
or maybe let's leave it, okay? I don't really care about that, but you get the point, okay? So what I've done, basically, is I removed the big pause, and I also removed some words which didn't really, you know, fit in. Okay, so now comes the Higgsfield part, or the B-roll part. This is like the main thing of your project. It's, you know, for people to feel engaged, and also it builds your brand identity. So B-rolls are like the secondary videos that you use to visualize something, you know, like a thought or a word. All of these things are linked in the description. Right, so first let's do the B-rolls. Let's import them from the file that I sent to you. Okay, so we imported the B-rolls successfully. These 4 B-rolls will be enough. As you can see, they are the same animation, okay? So this is like my brand. You know, I use purple a lot, and we're going to use this for the video. I made these using Higgsfield AI, so if you want to check out how it works, the link is down below. You can sign through the link and use your own AI B-rolls, okay? And in the future, I will do also a masterclass on this. So if you're interested, please subscribe, and then you can be notified when I upload the video about it. Okay, so let's start. So we have this B-roll, this, and this, okay? I usually make these out of my head, you know? I play the videos, this video like 5 times, and then just think about like, okay, what's actually going to be a good B-roll here to capture people's attention. And I think here on the start,
Quality over quantity wins every single time, because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm.
yeah, here I think the B-roll would be nice, okay? So this is like the puppet, you know? Let's do it here. So I'm dragging this clip here to the timeline.
Quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be.
So let's leave it here, for example. One thing to note about these B-rolls, it depends really what type of video you have. For example, if you ever watch a documentary, the B-rolls are, you know, like long, 10 seconds maybe. But here on short form, we usually make it like 2 or 3 seconds max. And they are, you know, they resonate with the video, you know, it's the same brand almost. It looks good. So let's use it.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy.
I don't want to be the thumbnail guy, okay? So as you can see, when you click X, it goes here. So I didn't use that. Okay, so Ctrl+D and then just drag it.
You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows.
Yeah, so don't worry about how it looks.
You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes.
Maybe
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate.
And here, incorporate. So let's add it here.
Incorporate this into my life. And
I want to
incorporate this into my life.
Let's see if he starts.
Incorporate.
Yeah. So one thing is that the B-roll needs to be in motion already, okay? It looks better. So
incorporate this into my life. And I don't want.
Yeah. Here also, I think he
Thumbnail guy. I don't want to
start somewhere. So let's just make him like this.
No, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing. No, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life.
Here, as you could hear, like there was some audio, and we can just mute it. You can either mute it here, which mutes the whole track, or you have the line here, and you just can drag it down. Okay. Right. So this is the last B-roll that we're going to add, which is.
And I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that.
Yeah, it's here.
Having to be a slave to post. Idea of having to.
And here, be a slave. Okay. So we can mark this. It's by M. And what this does is it shows you where the word starts, okay? And when I go here and just drag it here, as you can see, it goes automatically to the marker. So this is another shortcut that is used, which is M. This is for marker.
To be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting
And
on
as you can see, also, we already need it to be in the motion. So let's start here.
to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers. Be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people
Yeah, well, let's do it here, right here.
and I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content for the people that already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entire different approach.
Nice. He's taken YouTube in a whole different approach. So you're actually learned something from editing this? I hope. Yeah. So we already have the B-rolls. Congratulations. Alright, so as you can see, the edit looks way more premium than it already looked. Alright, we got our own kind of footage, our own, visual effects. And you just made this in like 2 minutes, okay? Alright, let's look into other editing tips, alright? So we're going to use, when you have a B-roll, you need a smooth transition to the B-roll. Now it looks like this.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm.
Okay, so first thing, I kind of forgotten about this. Yeah, let's make it here.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm.
He just, what? Please work. Thank you. Here's another function. You can actually select which part of the video you want, okay? And you can just drag it here and it will replace the video. So it looks like that.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the thumbnail guy.
Yeah. So this is, more motion. Looks better. And then we can go into animation. All right, guys? So go into animation. And then you have these animations, okay? And when we select, for example, this,
I don't want to be a...
looks kind of... You can select whatever you want, but it's like for your brand, okay? So let's choose something which looks clean, and I don't have this because, well, why would I? It's a different account. So I'll search with you. We'll search together, okay?
I don't want to be a... I don't want to be a...
This looks nice.
I don't want to be a... I don't want to be a...
So this is a simple fade in. This is what I love about CapCut. It's just, so fast. You would do this for a long time in Premiere Pro. Yeah, I think we'll stick with this, okay? So it looks like this.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the...
And then we're going to also do out animation.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't...
This looks good, but it's like very, not fast. Here you can change the settings of how long it takes.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want...
And I don't really like that, so let's maybe use fade out.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the thumbnail guy.
And this looks nice, Fade out. A simple fade out does wonders, So it looks
I don't
like
want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the thumbnail guy.
I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. Okay, so let's click on this clip and we can go into in, okay?
Thumbnail guy. Be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes.
This looks good, unfold.
Thumbnail guy. I don't want to be thumbnail guy. I
don't think we can search here. This is like very... Yeah, let's just use this one, okay? Let's just use this one and you can search for whatever you want, guys, okay? I think this looks nice.
Thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to...
and then we can go into out, all right, and show ends.
Thumbnail guy.
Let's
I don't want
click
to
on
be
show ends.
chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing
No, please. Let's do show ends.
thumbnail
please.
guy. I don't want to be
No.
chasing follows. I want
Yeah, this looks nice.
to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing.
Yeah, so what it did is like it replaced the first thing, which we didn't want. So
Thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life, and I don't to incorporate this into my life.
let's see how it looks with the animation. You don't need to make every B-roll animated. It looks nice, but you know, you don't need to use it.
Incorporate this into my life. Incorporate this incorporate this into my life, and
Yeah, this glitch, it looks actually so nice. Like,
I don't want to be a bitch to the out.
I'm going to use it here because it looks, you know, fantastic. So let's
I don't
make
want to
it
be
here.
a bitch to the algorithm.
And let's make it shorter, okay?
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing like. I want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing.
Let's even make it here, you know. Like, we can do the whole video in like the glitch sequence thing.
Thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing.
And then make it like, you know, like this, shorter.
Thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life, and I don't want.
Yes. And then glitch element, is it in or out? Yeah, that's in. Okay. And then we can do like glitch
into
outro,
my
right?
life.
So let's make glitch outro.
Incorporate this into my life.
Yeah, man, like Jesus, it's not a, it's an outro. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work. You need to find the best. Oh, because I'm in. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, this is in, this is out. Sorry, guys. Okay, where was I? Glitch element. Yes. Then go into out, go into glitch.
Incorporate this into my life. Incorporate this into my life.
Yeah, this is out. Let's go back and click on glitch element. Thank you. Let's go here and then we'll
into my life. And I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to.
Yeah, and let's make it here, okay?
Be a slave to posting on YouTube. Be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think.
And let's do an out animation, okay?
Be a slave to post. Be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people.
Yeah, this doesn't look nice. Let's maybe do.
Be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think. Slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers.
Okay, so this is how it looks, you know, buy more premium. You know, it got its own vibe, like futuristic kind of. This is the most important thing that you need to do, guys. And that is have your
posting
own brand,
on YouTube
okay?
or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that. It's not.
Alright, so this already looks nice, but we're still missing some things to make this look normal, okay? So let's start with the captions, alright? We're going to use some captions and you can do it here. So spoken language is not checked. You can either auto-detect it or you can just click on English. Okay, let's click on English. Bilingual, that means that, you know, there are two different speakers. Or like two different speakers that speak two different languages, okay? And we can also identify filler words, which we will not do currently, because there are no filler words. But you can try the settings, you know, try everything that resonates with you, you know, that caught your attention. It's best to, you know, experiment with something. Okay, so let's click on generate. And then we'll wait. Okay, so this is how the captions look. As you can see, it's a bit disorienting, but I'm going to show you how to orient in this, okay? So here you have captions. So click on the captions and then you can see your captions, all right? So quality over quantity wins every single time.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows.
I want to incorporate
this.
So now, right now, I'm just searching if there's any error in this. You don't want errors in, or like bad words here. I don't want to be, you know, this thing. So let's just, you know, we can do it like this.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this.
Another useful shortcut is JKL, okay? So if we click on J, it goes backwards. If we click on J again, it goes backwards even faster, and then again even faster, okay? You can stop this by clicking space or K. I clicked K right now, and also forward is JL.
Resonate with that?
So JKL, okay? And I'm just going to see if everything fits.
To my life, and I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and your algorithm. It's not it's not because I'm creating content to acquire subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content for the people that are already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entire different approach.
So if I kind of taken YouTube in, I have caps lock, in an entire different approach, okay? So this was the only grammar mistake that I found. And, you know, something seems odd about these captions.
Quality over quantity.
And if you spotted it, well, great. You have a great eye for editing. It's basically, this is not how normal captions look nowadays. They usually have like 2 or 3 words max, okay? Now, we can do it by going to templates. Here on text, you can click on templates, and then we can find our own template that we like, alright? Let's see which one we like, okay? For example, this looks nice. Quality over quantity wins every single time.
I don't want to be chasing follows.
Yeah, so something which highlights like your words, okay?
I don't want to be chasing follows.
This looked nice. And this,
I don't want to be chasing follows.
Yeah. So this is like for your brand. If you have a brand and you don't want to, this looks nice, you know. It also has nice animations. And it also does the thing that I told you
Quality
about.
over quantity wins every single time because...
Yeah, and also quality over quantity wins every single time.
Quantity wins every single time because quality over quantity wins every single time because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't.
Yeah, this looks much nicer, so I just, you know, clicked on this thing instead of this.
Chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life.
Yeah, this looks just, nice. And you don't need to do anything, This is, I think, one of the best presets in here. So I'm going to use this. And let's say just first tutorial, okay? Okay. Now we're going to do some adjustments here real quick. We're going to make it smaller, okay? And another thing that I will teach you is people usually, when you have this Instagram Reels, people don't usually look here, okay? Their eyes are like right here somewhere, Or like here, okay? So if the speaker would be here, I would put it here below his mouth. But people usually like it like in the middle or here, okay? We're going to put it in the middle because he's just like speaking and you want to see him speak. So let's see how it looks.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the...
All right, this looks like we're going to need some work on this, okay? So what you don't want is this, not fitting into the screen. So I'm going to change the font to this.
Wins every single time because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life. And I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers, new followers. I'm creating content.
New subscribers.
It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers.
Yeah, so as you can see, here we are missing some words. So
new subscribers and new followers.
New subscribers and new followers, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this and then hold Alt. And then drag this, okay? We're going to make another subtitle.
New subscribers and new followers. New subscribers.
New followers. Then click on this. Also, it's new subscribers and new followers. Or maybe we can just delete this and make it bigger.
Subscribers and new followers.
Okay, maybe not. So Control Z. Let's see how it looks, okay?
New subscribers and new followers. To acquire new subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content for the people that already subscribed.
Yes, so this is the already subscribed. One more thing that I want to add is you have this button, which is applied to all main captions, okay? So if I, for example, changed something here, it would apply to all of these captions. We don't want that. So let's turn it off and then just make this smaller, okay? Like this.
Already subscribed.
So as you can see, this is like smaller than this one. And yeah, we already have this. As you can see, it also did like some elements are hard to do. Like this see-through text. I think this looks very nice. Alright, so now the reel is looking actually nice. But we're still missing one key feature, right? We already have the B-rolls, we already have the color correction, we already have the captions. But what we are missing is like the most fundamental part where you are making a video, except your idea and how you make it, is the music, alright? Okay guys, so I've found these 3 songs and we're going to use the one that fits the vibe, alright? Now you don't need to use these 3 songs. I'll be actually happier if you use some different songs and then just send me the videos that you've made to the Discord server. You can join it, it's in the description. I want you guys to see like your videos. I will post different updates there. I will also post the free editing assets that I wish I had. And yeah, you can guys, you can just upload to one of the channels there, and I want to see what you guys came up with. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so I got 3 songs. Let's start with this. What I usually do is, like, I put it here, and then just listen to it, how it sounds with this.
Quality over quantity wins every single time, because
Even with the B-roll.
quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to...
Alright, yeah, maybe this. Let's look at this one.
be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life, and I be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single...
Okay, this looks actually nice. And let's look at the other one. You may guys know all these songs. They will be in the Discord, I will have like a lot of songs that I used for editing.
Quality over quantity wins every single time, because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing...
Okay, let's put it less, less audio, please.
And likes, I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life, and I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate.
Okay, this looks nice, but the biggest tip that I can give you is people want the best part of the song, right? Usually you want to have the drop in the song, so it's not here. It's right here, okay? So this is like the drop of the song, and this all is just like, we don't want to use this, alright? So let's delete this. Let's just put it here. Zoom out, go to the start. So let's see how it looks.
Quality over quantity wins every single time, because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't...
Okay, so I want this drop to be here, okay? So what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to select this, and let's click on the hem, which makes the marker, and I want to go like here. Okay, so this is the drop. Let's make it here. Oh shit. Control Z. Yeah, there's one, or we can make a cut, make a normal cut here. This is where I want it, and I'm going to put it there, okay? And then just, add the part where... Yeah. Okay, so we've added the drop. Let's see how it looks.
Quality over quantity wins every single time, because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life, and I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content for the people that already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entirely different approach.
Right, and then we're going to just cut this thing out, right? So let's cut it here.
A different approach. Quality over quantity wins every single time.
Okay, so now as you can see, we don't want, if you click on this,
quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the...
We don't want this to be in the red, okay? So if I, for example, do this, you can see. So let's not make this, and let's just do the same thing, okay, with these two audios. What we want is the speaker to be heard, but also have like a background music, really balanced one. So let's see.
Quality over quantity.
And another thing that I
Quality
want you
over
to
quantity wins every single time. Quality over quantity wins every single time, because quality, I don't want to be a bitch.
Okay, so this, is 8.5 decibels. So let's maybe make it -10. See how it looks.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because quality,
And there we can do the same, okay? So let's do -10.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing followers.
Maybe
I
a bit
want
less.
to incorporate this into my life. And I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content for the people that already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube and had a different approach. Quality over quantity wins every single time because I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the
Okay, so let's make this -14.
thumbnail. I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail.
Okay, so this one is a bit quieter, which is why I made it -10, and this one is a bit louder, so I made it -14, okay? Remember that the volume, when you want to go down, it's like the bigger number, alright? So -14 is bigger than -10. You should know that from elementary school, right? And yeah, also you want a professional editing tip. If you want a big engagement, you should also do a big, you know, a drop or something like that on the start of this video. As you can see, I get it on 5th second or something, yes. And also the music is a bit louder from the start, okay? You want to catch people's attention, so this is what helps.
Quality over quantity wins every single time.
Alright guys, so I think this looks already great. You know, it looks 90% better than most of your competition if you're making some ads for your brand, for example, or if you have your own podcast. Alright? So this already looks, you know, 99% better than everything, alright? And yeah, we've created our own brand image. As you can see, we've got these bright colors that really resonate with him. And we got our own B-rolls, which of course you can make yourself for your brand. You know, all the colors, we have a matching music. Now, the last thing that we need to do is, of course, export it. So here is the export button. You know, you can do anything you want with the video, you know, just make sure it's alright. And then you can select the folder that you want to get in. So I'm going to select this just off camera. Alright, so I've already selected this, and there you can see I got the resolution. So for Reels, I usually recommend 1080 because, you know, 720 is already old, so let's just use the 1080. Bitrate, I recommend that to leave on recommended, as it says. Codec, the same thing. Format, now you can either do the MOV or MP4. I usually do the MP4, okay? It's just a bit more stable. And then you can do frame rate, okay? So this is kind of divisive. You can either use 30 FPS or 60 or 59. You know, this looks same, but it's like, you know, it's not really different, okay? Let's just use 30. You know, most people use it, but let's just look at how 59 look. I think if I click on this, it can actually show the preview of the video. Yeah. So you can see the animation is a bit smoother. Yeah, let's make it, you know. And this optical flow is, you know, if you, for example, select this or 60 FPS, it just makes it look, you know, smoother, which is, you know, it looks like a bit more flow is applied, right? And you can also sync the exported videos to your space, all right? That's like a CapCut Cloud. All right, so one more thing that you need to do is, of course, click the button export. Then you can just upload the video anywhere and you can tag me, you know, because Why not? So let's click on the export button. And as you can see, it's kind of fast, alright? Also, we've been using pro features, which you need to pay for, but if you use the link down below, you'll actually get the free trial for 7 days, I think. So you can make a lot of videos in the first 7 days, see how you like it, and then you can buy it. Please use the link down below. It will actually help to boost this channel, and I can make more videos for you in my free time. Alright, so it's already almost done. And yes,
Quality over quantity
now it's done.
wins every single
You can
time.
see how it looks.
To acquire new subscribers and new followers, I'm creating content.
Yeah. Now from here you can share it to TikTok or YouTube. I don't usually do it because I have my own system. You can also subscribe. You know, I will be also doing how I automate my uploads for different clients, alright? But we don't want to share it, we want to open it in our folder, so let's open it, and as you can see, it's in the folder that I've attached, so you can also see the project. Okay, so this is it for the basics of CapCut. Now you can make your first edit. Yo, what's up? Module 3, let's do it. These are like pro editing tips that can make your videos look much better. So we'll start with keyframes. Let's click on this video and there's the keyframe, alright? So keyframes are checkpoints. You know, you can imagine them as checkpoints. You set one value, then set the value later, and CapCut does automatically animates between them, you know? You can use these for zoom ins, position moves, and opacity fades for overlays, whatever that means. You can also use Ctrl+K. Okay, well, I hope I'm not blinding you with the light. Don't worry. So this is how you set it, okay? This is one value, and then you set one value later, alright? For example, here. 100. It automatically sets it, okay? 121. It looks like this.
Quality over quantity.
You know? And CapCut animates between them, right? You can use keyframes for, as I said, smooth zoom-ins. We just done this one. Position moves. Yes. So that's like, if you wanted this to do this, you could do that. With the keyframes, alright? And opacity fades for overlays. Whatever that means. So yes, you now know your first zoom, which is nice. I'll show you another trick, which is good. So if you have like these clips, it's good to animate. You know, like we have animation of this. But also, let's start here. And we have 121, you know, scale. And what we'll do is go here and set like a bigger scale, you know. So somewhere here, I think. Let's see how it looks.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because quality.
Yeah, so I'll do one thing and I'll tell you later what it means. So
Quality over quantity wins every single time.
So I'll make a cut, alright, here. And
Quality over quantity wins every single time because.
And what I'll do is I set this to just another value, okay? These are called jump cuts, I think, which basically means like
Quality over quantity wins every single time because
you can see it's much better. So
quality
quality
over
over quantity. And I want to do it like this. You know, so here.
quality over quantity wins every single
And wins every single time. So let's make it like hit this. And maybe let's just delete this one.
wins every single time. Quantity wins every single time.
And let's make it, for example, smaller, okay? So like this.
Quantity wins every single time because
You can see it looks much better. This is called jump cut. So basically what you're doing is you're adding zooms to keep the viewers engaged. What I usually do is I don't do zoom outs. I do zoom ins because it's like, you know, they're focused. You know, it's because when it's going out, it's like, you know, it signals something to the brain that it's not important. And the jump cuts are like, they look just good, you know, like
quantity wins every single time because
quality.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm.
Yeah. Let's make it like this.
Quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life. And I don't want this idea of, and I don't want.
Yes. So let's make it to around here. Let's make a cut. So there's a cut here. Oh, sorry. Let's make a cut here, okay?
Time because quality, I don't want to be a bitch.
What happened? Yeah, sometimes like
And I think
things like
people
this
read-
happen, you know, guys. But don't worry
And
about
I
it.
don't want.
And I don't want. Yes, you don't want. Nice. And let's maybe do it like this. Make it smaller. Oh, sorry. No, don't make it smaller. You need to cut it from the both sides, right? Otherwise, it won't work. So now I'm going to make this smaller. Add a keyframe, and then add a keyframe at the end here. Okay, and that should be like much bigger.
And I don't want.
Okay. This is not how you should do it. So 117. Let's do 130. I don't know why it's not showing to me.
And I don't want this idea.
Yes, and here, when it starts, why is there a second clip? Okay, I need to piss, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we have unfunctional timeline, which is not good. Let's maybe make it functional. Thank you. And then I'm going to do this, okay? I'm still zooming, you know all the shortcuts. If you don't know them, they are in the description, guys. Don't worry about it.
And I don't want this.
Okay, so there are two clips. And one clip is like this. And what happens if I delete this?
This idea. This idea. This idea.
Okay. Yes, so this is scale 129. We're going to make this 120 or 113 and set a keyframe, okay? And let's see where the next keyframe should be.
This idea of having to be a
Okay, I think we can make it here. So let's go. See how it looks.
this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that.
And here I could do like this. And, you know, just play around with the zooms. It looks nice, you know. I think your client or the people that you make the content for, they will appreciate that. Because like it boosts engagement, everything, guys, everything. This is what separates the good from the best, all right? Or the best from the rest. And I think people resonate with that. Nice. They resonate with that, and I think this deserves like a big zoom.
I think people resonate with that.
Or we can make it like this, all right? So if you want like a harder hitting zoom, we can make it shorter, okay?
I think people resonate with that.
You see how it looks?
And I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to
Yeah, so let's make it maybe even like this. Again, zoom. Let's see where the next keyframe should be.
It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new...
Okay, I think it can be here. You know, don't overcomplicate things. Just make it 131.
It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers.
Yes, scale should be like this.
New subscribers, acquired new subscribers and new followers. New subscribers and new followers.
Okay, where's the new followers?
Subscribers and
Let's make it like this, okay. Like that. And before the I'm using my arrows for this. And there is 108, so let's make it 100 and...
subscribers.
Let's make it 108, shall we? 108. No. 108. Thank you.
New subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content.
Let's see how it looks.
Followers. I'm creating content. I'm creating
Content. Nice.
creating content for the people that have already subscribed. So I've
kind of taken, you know, YouTube in a kind of different approach. Something like this. Yeah, so how does it look?
acquired new subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content for the
How much is this? It's 110
content for the people that have already subscribed.
And yeah, let's make it here. So right here, let's do a scale of 138. See how it looks?
I'm creating content for the people that I'm creating content.
Make it like this, shall we?
I'm creating content for the people that have already subscribed. So I'm creating content for the people that have
Yeah, this looks bad. You know, it doesn't look good.
Creating content.
No, please delete yourself. Thank you. I'm creating content. And let's make the scale here, shall we? So, and samurai here, okay. Nice.
Content for the people that already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entire different approach.
Okay, so we have the zooms. All right. Nice. You now know how to zoom. Alright, another useful thing are compound clips. This makes your timeline clean. If your timeline gets messy, like for example mine, I think it's not really messy, but it can be with all the titles. You can just compound the clip, alright? So for example, if I had a sticker, okay, if I added the sticker of a skull, or this, yes.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity, yes. Okay, so now as you can see, if we add even more stickers to this.
Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity.
We have a lot of stickers here, okay, and we have even more text, all right? You know, it even gets worse when you add more text. You can see it. So text 1. And now, guys, now what happens
Quality over quantity
is that you want to add more things, but it's like, you know, it looks like this. Alright, so it looks like clutter, okay? What you can do is you can select all the things and then click Alt plus Q. Yes, so that makes a compound clip, alright? Now you can do it, you can also do undo compound clip, or you can do it by right clicking and create compound clip sub-project, okay? Now don't worry,
quantity.
these things are not lost. If you double click on this, you can still edit them, alright? So this, I like this. And when we go back, you can go back with this. So you can
Quality
see
over quantity wins every single time because quality.
yeah, so that's how it works. All right, so these are compound clips. One more thing is you can apply effects to it. Okay, for example, if I wanted to like make them glow, please, will it work? Yeah, so it will make it like this. Okay, like a deep fried thing.
Quality over quantity.
So you can apply different effects.
Wins every single time because quality.
Yeah, this makes the edges glow. Okay. I don't know how that works, but yeah, that's compound clips. All right, so next are shadows or like highlights, you know, progress bars. They help again your engagement and stuff. But I usually only use these shadows that are imported in the file. These are for like text, icons and stuff. But you don't want to overdo them, okay? I usually just do this one. Or like for the icons, I add it to track, not like this, because that would destroy it, right? But over everything, yes. Well, usually I want to do it somewhere around here, okay? So, yeah, so I added the vertical shadow. What it basically does is it puts it in the wrong space, okay? So you want to rotate it. And then when we deactivate the clip, you can see the difference, okay? You can see the difference. If you don't want it like this, I think you can add a mask or something. Maybe split. And you can add a feather, okay? If you make it like this, and you can add a feather, okay? So, yeah, this is how we make professional looking.
Quantity wins every single time.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because quality, I don't want to be a bitch.
What?
Quality over quantity.
Why does it do this?
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because quality, I don't want quality over quantity wins.
Yeah, let's maybe just delete
Quality
this.
over quantity.
Or make it like this.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because quality,
Yeah, so wins every single time.
wins every single time.
Let's add a zoom here. I'm sorry, I'm just making it better in every aspect, guys. So
Wins every single time. Quality over quantity wins every single time because wins every single time because
let's make it like here.
quantity wins every single time.
What the fuck? No, let's make it like this, okay?
Wins every single time.
And now we can add the keyframe as we told, you know, as I told you. So usually it should work. Yes, you need to zoom. Yes, here it is. Nice.
Every single time because wins every single time.
And let's make it to the start. Thank you.
Wins every single time because quantity wins every single time because quality, I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm.
Nice. Yeah. So you have the shadows,
You know, I
right?
don't want to be the thumbnail guy.
Well, you don't. So what I usually do with the shadow is just I apply this, hold Alt, make it go here, make it go here, again Alt, and when you have auto snapping turned on, it should work. Okay. Again. And again. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's happening. Yes, finally.
And I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new
Yes, Luke Belmar, nice.
followers. I'm creating content for the people that already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entire different approach. Quality over quantity.
Yeah, let me just, do this.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, so these are the shadows. You can use them even for icons and stuff. One more thing, you can add like cinematic bars for emphasizing something, but we'll won't do that. It's not really good for vertical. For vertical, I think the floating motion is great. So we can combine that with the shadow. We have the stickers, right? Or an icon. I think this would work on this. Okay, so we got the sticker, and let's say add the sticker here. Okay, and if we click on effects and apply pendulum. Yeah, it makes the icon like glow, right? So apply it here. Oh, sorry. Apply it to the clip. Oh yeah, right. That's why you do the sub project, right? Compound clip, and then you can apply this.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, and as you can see, it works. So yeah, one more thing, you can adjust. Where is it? Oh yeah. So for this, you need to do like, let's go back. Apply the play pendulum, right? And here you get the special effects. Okay. Let's set the speed to, for example, one
Quality over
and strength like 12.
quantity wins every.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity wins every single time because
You can see it just moves, okay? So this is good for engagement. Usually when you put any icon there or something, you want it to just move. Everything moves, everything is in motion, alright? Okay guys, so the last thing that I want to show you is the sound design. This is what, you know, makes the video feel premium. I usually do like transitions with some clip, you know. So let's circle to favorites. Let's maybe add like a film erase here.
quantity wins every single time because
Yeah, and there you can
Wins
add
every
like
single- wins every single time because
or you can add a glare. It's up to you what you can add.
wins every single time because
Make it shorter.
wins every single time because
Let's see how it looks.
wins every single time because wins every single time because
Nice. I think it looks good. So yeah, here you want like a click, okay? So here I have added typewriter effect and camera shutter with this transition.
quality over quantity wins every single time because
And then I'm going to add some whooshes, okay? You can either do it from here, so whooshes, whooshes, whooshes. Whooshes, let's do a whoosh. Yeah, so these doesn't sound too nice. I have my own package. Alright, so I have my own whooshes. If you want your own whooshes, you can check the link in the description. I have my own packages of sounds which are essential for editing. Or you can find them in the audio tab, which isn't really reliable. It's up to you. So I usually add the whooshes to like a movement, alright? So
quality over quantity wins every single time
maybe let's make it here.
because
You know, it's zooming to him. So once it starts zooming, we can add a whoosh. Maybe this one. Let's try it. Let's make it less noisy.
every single time because wins every single time
And let's make it even sooner.
wins every single time because
Maybe not.
wins every single time because quality. I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life. And I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that.
Let's add a whoosh here.
people resonate with that. It's not every single time, and I think people resonate with that. Every single time, and I think people resonate with that. And I think people resonate with that. Time, and I think people resonate with that. It's not because I'm creating content to acquire new subscribers and new followers. I'm creating content for the people that already subscribed. So I've kind of taken YouTube in an entire different approach. Quality over quantity wins every single time, because quality, I don't want to.
Okay guys, so I've added the transition whooshes here and there, as you can see.
Single time, and I think people resonate with that.
Yeah, so this aggressive zoom and somewhere around here.
Every single time, because
you know, one thing you can do is you can even make it slower, okay, if you wanted to. So here I could do speed and I could make it like 170 or 070.
every single time, because quality.
It sounds much nicer. And one more sound that I want to add throughout this video is for these transitions. So it will be like a glitch and a TV. Okay guys, so I've added the transition sound, so it looks like this, or it sounds like this.
I don't want to be a bitch to the algorithm. You know, I don't want to be the thumbnail guy. I don't want to be chasing likes. I don't want to be chasing follows. I want to incorporate this into my life, and I don't want this idea of having to be a slave to posting on YouTube or posting on Instagram every single time. And I think people resonate with that.
Okay, so this is basics of sound effects. Now, of course, sound design is its own like a subject. You know, there are people who do only sound design and color grading and stuff. But you guys, with this knowledge, you are a one-man army, all right, or one-woman army. Right, guys. So congratulations. Now you have a complete workflow for me. You can cut the spaces. You can zoom for pacing. Captions, you can do captions, B-rolls, transitions and animations, audio, music, and export. Okay? The difference in this video was, of course, the B-roll. Now, the B-rolls are available in the description. But for future videos, I will do like a complete workflow of how I do these AI-generated images or B-rolls. So if you want the exact workflow I used, especially the B-roll system, download Higgsfield and download CapCut. Also the rest of the links from the descriptions. From the description, they are really useful. Now the next step is getting paid. That's by far the hardest thing to do. So click on this video to get your first client. And I'll see you in the next one.